What's up, everybody? It's Adam, aka The Real Simzo. So I am out here on a bit of a mini adventure. I decided that I wanted to try to see if I could find some cheap VPets online because I know people are getting scalped left and right. It's absolutely ridiculous. If you're trying to get into the Digimon VPets or maybe even Tamagotchi, I don't know anything about Tamagotchi stuff, but eBay is typically not the place. Admittedly, I have seen a couple of the Digimon X, occasionally a D20 go for like 20, 25 bucks, but generally speaking, when I look on eBay, that stuff is astronomically high. It's like you're going to be paying $45, $60, even for like a Digimon X version 1, or I've seen even some of the DM20s selling for like 60 bucks. It's bonkers, totally crazy, especially when I'm finding them for like $5 to $8 in like bargain hunts and places like that. So I feel like I've been getting really lucky. I've seen a lot of people in Discords and online, and even some of my friends in real life say like, Adam, how are you finding this stuff? Because everywhere I look, it's expensive. And yeah, some of it is, like, especially the premium Bandai stuff. If you don't pre-order it, you're just going to end up paying a whole lot of money out of pocket to get it, especially if you're looking on eBay. Like, I really wanted to get into the pendulum colors, and when I first started looking around, I'm not kidding, like $300, $400, $500 is what they're listed as on eBay. It's totally crazy. That's insane, especially when you can pre-order them for what, $85 or something like that. I started looking around on Facebook Marketplace, and that is where I've had the most amount of success. Literally just go on Facebook, go to the marketplace, and search for Digimon.
So I was editing that video and I realized I should probably throw in a quick warning. Be really careful when you're dealing with people online. The internet's a weird place. So if you're a kid watching this video, make sure you've got your parents involved and stuff like that. And if you're an adult, you're on your own. But seriously, be careful out there on the internet. It's a weird place.
Check out here, I'm scrolling, you're gonna see there's all kinds of stuff. I mean, right now I'm going to meet a guy. I had to drive about 20 minutes. He had a Digimon X version 1 listed on Facebook for 20 bucks, right? And I messaged him and said, hey man, it's not in the box. Like, would you be willing to take $12 for it? He said, yeah, sure. And then he said, hey, did you see my other post? And I said, no, I didn't. So I went and looked. The guy's got 3 other VPets on there. He's got it looks like either it's a Digimon 20th, it might be an original. I don't think it is though. And then there was a second one too that I don't remember exactly what model it is. I think it's just another DM20. I think I know because I'm pretty sure I have it. It's the glow in the dark one if I remember correctly. And then he also had a Tamagotchi, which admittedly I know nothing about. But I told him like, hey, look, I'd be willing to get them all for 25 bucks. And at first he said no. He was like, I've got some other offers. Let me just get back to you. So I messaged him about an hour or two later and said, hey man, did these things sell? And he said, no, I can't take 25 for all 4, but what about 30? $30? Yeah, sure. I mean, that comes out to what, a handful of dollars for each one. Now, the Tamagotchi thing, I'll end up giving to somebody. I really, and especially the other DM20, the glow in the dark one, yeah, I'll probably give it away because I just want to spread the Digimon love. But I don't have an X version 1, and that brings it down to basically, 10 bucks for one, in my opinion, especially if you take the Tamagotchi out of the picture, because I don't know anything about those. But then I started looking around and I found an X version 1 in the box for sale for 15 bucks. Check out this posting. I mean, it's one of those things where, like, if you go on Facebook Marketplace, you're going to be able to find pretty good deals, in my opinion. In fact, I bought all 3 versions of the original Pendulum Color releases, the Nightmare Soldiers, Deep Savers, and also, what is it, Nature Spirits? I'm pretty sure it's Nature Spirits. I got all 3 of those for 240 bucks on Facebook Marketplace. Now, the Nightmare Soldiers was open, but it still had the box. The guy just didn't like the shaking mechanic, which actually is probably my favorite part. Now, admittedly, guys, if you are one of those folks like me who is trying to get a really nice collection of all of the different versions, finding things like the Digimon X version 3, or even like a Pendulum Progress or one of the Pen Zs, those are a lot more difficult to find. I have yet to see a version 3 for anything selling less than like 190 bucks. It's really crazy. And my assumption is that it's very likely because they just didn't make a whole lot of them. I think it was another pre-order only. And I think it's also not been localized. It's only in Japan. So, it's just one of those things where like those are going to be a lot harder to find. I've not had any luck with those. And gosh, the Pen Progresses, I don't see any that are selling for less than like 140, which in my opinion is a lot. I think a lot of it is probably because they're rare and the people that have them probably love them and aren't selling them. I'm definitely on the lookout for a Pen Progress though. Those are just so cool looking. They look like they've got a lot of fun. The sprites on them are really cool. I like the idea. I think there's like a nighttime training mode versus like a morning time, or maybe it's like when you train them, it matters. I just think that's so cool. I love these things. The amount of like programming that goes into them and the options you have, I just think it's so much fun. It's just such a neat little thing to have and do throughout the day. So anyways, I'm here to help you guys hopefully find what you're looking for a good price. And like I said, DM20s all day long, online, Facebook Marketplace, you can get them pretty inexpensive. But if you're looking for some of the more collectible ones, I definitely think you're probably still going to be paying an arm and a leg. Unfortunately. Now, I'm hoping, though, that eventually I can get my hands on an X3 and maybe a Pin Progress. I do actually have a bid out right now on a Pin Z for like 50 bucks. If I win that, I'll be so stoked because that seems like a great price. I've not seen anything cheaper than 75, 80, but the Pin Zs seem really, really cool. They're almost, from what I can tell, like the Digimon X, but with the shaking mechanic, which I'm really shocked I love as much as I do. I think there's something so fun about that. It just adds this extra layer. But either way, I'm super excited to go see and pick these things up and figure out what we got because I'm not sure yet. I'm hoping for an OG, but if they're only DM20s, no worries, man. It's just part of it, and I love it. All right, so I'm back, and we did the transaction. Everything went down awesome. Really, really nice guy. It sounds like he actually buys storage units and basically flips whatever's inside, which is pretty cool. And it was funny, too, because his kid told him, like, hey, Dad, you know, if you don't take care of those things, they'll die. And he was kind of scared. He was like, I'm not about to sell you some dead animal in a digital device or something, am I? And I was like, no, no, no. It's just how they play. It's just part of the game. But either way, let me show you what we got. So I did end up getting the Digimon X version 1, the black and red. Pretty excited about this. I've heard the screens are a little hard to read, but it's my first version 1, so I'm definitely stoked. And then we got 2 DM20s. I have already got plenty of DM20s. I was kind of hoping this one might be a version 2 OG, but it's not. But no worries, the 20s are awesome devices. And then the other thing we got, some sort of Tamagotchi thing. I know next to nothing about these, so I don't know. I'll end up giving that one away. Speaking of giveaways, I figured I would do kind of my first channel giveaway for those of you that are within the United States. I've got some stuff coming down the line, though, that I'll definitely do more of a global shipping. But either way, if you are interested in winning a potential DM20, why don't you go ahead and subscribe to the channel and leave a comment down below of your favorite Digimon. I don't care what it is, just who is it and why. So today's the 17th. How about I pick something on the 1st? On the 1st of the next month, I will pick a winner of the comments down below. So again, comment down below if you're within the US and you want a chance at winning a DM20, and I'll let you choose. You can have either this black and gray one or you can have the glow in the dark one. So you just let me know which one once I reach out to you and pick you, and I'll announce the winner on the 1st. Have a good one, everybody. Take care of yourself, and we'll see you later.